guys, sometimes the English or the language barrier is up. How do you kind of get into those kind of customers? How do you make them feel at ease when you're cutting their hair?
It's crazy, but how do I get into these customers? Let me tell you this. I do research on customers, so if I know I'm going to do cutting somebody and they're like in Spanish, I try to find a little phrases or words or how to communicate with them, and I learn it. I just literally learn it, and I just say the one or two stuff that that would just hit the nerve in their brain and be like, wow, this guy's trying to at least understand me, and it's not just dead communication. So I've just literally basically just researched all my clients prior to me doing them.
Okay.
Yeah.
You might assume that you just turn up and cut.
No, I never turn up and cut. But I'm a person that still gets a bit nervous. I still get a bit, like conscious of what I'm doing, because I know that the expectation of people is huge. Yeah. People are expecting me to do really good, and I don't blame them because of what I've been doing. So I just literally basically just get a bit nervous. So I just stay focused, and I just research, and I just stay on the mindset that I need to complete this in a successful way, and that's when I get comfortable. If it's the first time I'm meeting a client, I do have that kind of tendency to have that kind of nerve-wracking, but when I do get over that line, it's just everything's just great from then.
It's actually quite comforting to hear that you still get nervous.
Yeah, definitely.
Because and it's human as well, a lot of your followers are massive into sport and huge football fans and such.
Yeah.
And to know that you meet these people on a regular basis, but yet you still have a little bit of apprehension.
Nervous, because nervous in the sense that I need to definitely do my job to the best of my ability.
Yeah.
So that's the nervous part of it, and I just have to make sure that, what, Shelly, like they expect this and you are going to do this, and this is exactly what you're going to do.
So how do you cope with the pressure?
How do I cope with the pressure? I'm a person that does zoom out. So if I'm in a room and I'm faced with like 10, 4, 5, whatever number celebrities or footballers, which I tend to almost every day be around in a training ground, I just literally just lock my brain off. So I can be in the room, but my mind is somewhere else, and I lock off my mindset to be somewhere else totally different, and just focus on the job at hand. So I just literally just put myself in the work mode, and that's it.
I asked you earlier on about the possibility of you having a football career if you weren't a barber.
If I never had two left foot. If I never had two left foot. I don't know about barber, but if I never had two left foot,
When you're with these guys, you get to know them quite well.
Yeah.
What characteristics or personality traits do you see in them that you have as well?
Yeah, so the personality traits I see in the footballers, which I almost see in myself, is the way they are family orientated, their love of their friends, and loyalty. Loyalty is a big part of it, like loyalty and respect. Like once you got this and trust, then it goes a far way, and I see them with a lot of these qualities. So that's why I know that definitely, maybe if not the two left foot, I would have definitely be having a chance of becoming a footballer, because to be honest, I've tried juggling up one or two football with the clients, and it never end well. So that's why you never see it on social media. But
on to driving now. You do a lot of miles up and down the country to and fro your clients.
Crazy mileage. Trust me about that, boy.
What would you say, like, how many miles per week do you do?
How many miles per week? I do hundreds of miles. Let's talk about a typical day. A typical day when it's a busy day, I'll wake up at about 3 to 3:30 a.m. in the morning. I'll have a flight at 6 a.m., 6:35 to go to Germany. I arrive like at Düsseldorf. From Düsseldorf, I travel to Dortmund. From Dortmund, I come back to Schalke. From Schalke, I go to Mönchengladbach. From Mönchengladbach, I fly into London. I fly into London. I got one client in North London. I visit him, then I come back near to my side to Chelsea to do a client. A day like that will finish at about, I would say, 2 a.m. in the morning, and I've done like almost 24 hours on the street, and I've traveled one country, done like 4 or 5 different cities in and around London. So that's a typical day in HD Cutz life,
and that's a typical. Exhausting.
Hell yeah, it's exhausting, and that's when they say to you that if you definitely love what you do, you never work a day in your life, and that's why that saying is true. Because I love doing what I'm doing, it doesn't even feel like work, and even though it gets tiring. I get more tired and exhausted when I do miss a flight, or when the day is not planning out to how it's supposed to go, than I do if it's not working out, to be honest.
Yeah. So how are you protecting your mental health in this?
Mental health. You know what? I think I'm happy to say that maybe, and just maybe, that barbering is my therapy, and whatever I'm going through in my life, as soon as I pick the clippers up, it's just literally just takes me into a different realm or a different mindset, that I can get over any kind of struggles or anything that I'm facing in my life. So I must say that barbering is my therapy, and barbering is what takes me to keep calm with my mental health.
I've watched a few videos of you cutting.
Yeah.
And it's almost like you're in a different zone, like
yes,
it's artistic, so you're able to really
yes,
escape.
That's correct.
Your mind is kind of
definitely
able to be free.
Yeah. I do not know that mental health, of course, affects a lot of people, and I think it affects you more when you just set on one way of life. You know, like just it's good to just keep whatever you focus on firmly. You know, firm whatever you believe in, go for it. And even though you're going through adversities and difficult times or everything, you got to know that this is a part of it, you know. And once you know that this is a part of it, you get over any barriers and struggles, and it just keeps you definitely focused on your goal. And I'm saying, as barbering is my therapy, I've used it to conquer a lot of tough times in my life, and I keep on conquering today.
You're in the car. On the way to Manchester. Long drive ahead of you. What are the things that are going to piss you off on the way up there? What are your pet peeves where it comes to driving?
What kind of things that piss me off on the road? People are just crazy on the road. You can go straight.
But there's people in the
They go straight, because look at them, they're laughing as well, you know. Things that would piss me off on the road or pee me off, people just drive crazy. I can remember one time, to be honest, and I just have to take it with the humble way. Like, I used to drive a smart car, and I said, you know what, let me go in the smart car and drive to Manchester for work one day, because I couldn't get no train, because it was bank holiday, and I think all the trains and everything was like non-existent. I got in the smart car, reached Manchester, finished the job. On my way back, it started to snow. Now, starting to snow on the motorway, I thought it was over for me. I thought it was just it. HD, end of the road, finish, bam. And like, what the craziest experience I had was when I was driving, and these vans and trucks and trailers kept on coming at me. Like, they kept on scooping up big scoops of ice and water all over me. So it was like I was being showered with like a thunderstorm of snowflakes and everything. Like, I almost got crazy in the car, and I was thinking, you know what, how do you get over this? I just started going like 5 miles per hour. Literally even stopped when I see the cars coming until I reached back to London, you know. And I was thinking, it's crazy, because all these vans and everything, they didn't even give no respect to me being a smart car. So you know what, guys? Never ever drive a smart car to Manchester from London. Oh. It's not acceptable.
You got rid of that smart car quick after that, right?
Yeah. Come on. It wasn't gonna keep me long enough to actually enjoy my HD life.
Do you drive now for business? What's your business car?
Okay, so my business car, I still got my little HD car with my man face on it. Many might see it all over social media, you know. But I just got a little family car, a car that just takes me around. I got a little Range Rover, which I just think is really, really doing well on the roads at the moment.
I like that. I got a little Range Rover.
A little Range Rover,
a little Range Rover. Range Rovers are not little. FYI. So, what made you go for the Range?
I think comfort and long journeys. So when I do the really long journeys, then I can just really relax in the car instead of just really hustling, just struggling to really on the road, you know. So that's why I really went for it.
Your spec, what were the things that you had to have in the Range Rover?
To be honest, I was stepping up from like just a little Toyota, so to be honest, any spec would have done for me, boy. I was loving everything. I was loving from the recliner seats to the heated seats to the way the dashboard is designed, everything. You know, and of course the speed, you know. And you know what? One thing I do love, and I said this must be the top specs of all on the car, is the ability to stay on the road. So no matter how you really drive, and I'm not saying recklessly, but you know, the car does feel like it belongs to stay on the road. It just sits on the road well. And I just kind of like that. I love that about it. That's the strongest thing I like about it.
For a 3-ton vehicle.
Yeah, definitely.
But I know what you mean. So when your girls got in the car,
they love it, man.
Did they love it?
Yeah, they love it. They love it, to be honest. And you know what, to be honest, like, it does feel more comfortable sitting a bit high up and driving than just a bit low down and just you know, it just feels a bit much comfortable. And it's a comfortable drive.
Over the road when you're in a Range Rover. That higher seating position. Is,
Yes, I love it.
You feel regal.
Yes, that's exactly it.
So back to business now. So you're just, how many weeks have you been open now?
Okay, so we opened the 4th of July, and that's going up to just over 1 month since the COVID. What was crazy is we just renovated our shop in February, and about 3 weeks after opening back the shop after renovations, we had to close down because of COVID, which was a tough time, you know, tough time for all the staff and everyone. but we just opened back about 4 weeks now, and business is doing great. All the social media I've been doing in and around is bringing a lot of traffic to my barbers, which is great barbers in a way, to be honest. I have a great team of barbers in my salon, which you can get a great cut, and all of us seem to sing the same from the same in book, so it's great, so we're back open now and just trying to do what we do best.
Yeah, okay.
Make people fresh.
If you were looking for a new junior barber or a new senior barber, what qualities would you look for in them as an employee that you'd say would definitely fit into the HD family?
One definite thing that I look into is that they have to be overly committed, and not committed to just the HD brand, but committed to the future under the HD brand, because I'm not trying to get people to come and just follow my dream. I'm trying to get people to live their dream under my dream, you know what I mean? And see how far the career can be. So one characteristic I would look for is definitely a person that's reliable, because reliability is the key, and that's what I built the brand of HD under. People being able to rely on me. As Raheem Sterling would say loads of times, HD, you're crazy. Like if I tell you to be there at 8 in the morning, you're going to be there. If it's 11 at night, you're going to be there. If it's 1 in the morning, you're going to be there. And that's a quality that you cannot buy. It's a quality that you definitely have to love what you're doing to endure. And that's one great trait that have to be in a barber that works on the HD, reliability.
Okay.
And of course, a good quality. They have to be very skilled.
It's true.
And if they're not very skilled, we will teach them the right way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can come and
I teach you. I think.
Thank you. We're both Jamaicans.
Yes. Well, go on.
Do you have any memories of driving in Jamaica or being in the roads in Jamaica?
Yes. What?
Go on, tell
Jamaica.
me.
Listen. Jamaican driving is crazy. I've seen crazy driving in the UK, but listen to me carefully. If these crazy drivers go to Jamaica, they will be shot themselves. Like, I'm talking about, you'll be driving down a little road, it should be like 30 miles per hour, but somebody's going like 100 miles per hour. Not only him, but the next 3 cars that's trying to overtake him.
In the slipstream. Yeah.
So there's a little slip road, and there's like 5 cars trying to overtake each other. And that you don't see that nowhere. Maybe Africa, or to be honest, I've been Turkey. I've traveled to Turkey, and it's similar. It's kind of a bit crazy on the roads. But Jamaica, the memories of driving in Jamaica is crazy, on the public transport, which I'll never take again in Jamaica. Sorry, I'm not against public transport, but me, I'm too scared for my life. Like, I think I've been living in the UK too long. I got accustomed to this UK life, boy.
Yeah. You know about Devotion Corner?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's a mad thing. It's a mad, and it gets nerve-wracking.
Listen, so Devotion Corner in Jamaica is a mountain road, and if you drop, you drop into a gully that's like... And you ain't gonna stop rolling. No, you don't know when you're gonna hit the floor, ever.
No.
But what you have is a double-decker bus, or a single bus. That will go to the corner of the mountain and reverse back.
Oh, the hell do they think that?
And it takes 3 reverses to get round the corner.
Yep. That means you're stuck there, and there's drivers still trying to overtake the bus, the truck, while it's doing that maneuver. So it's crazy. And I gotta say, Jamaicans are very skilled at driving, but crazy skilled.
Listen,
crazily skilled. Trust me.
If you can drive in Jamaica, you can drive anywhere.
Yes, I think so too. Totally in agreement.
What would you say are the HD rules to success?
HD rules of success. Listen, you have to be reliable. Reliable is the key. Number 1 is reliability. Number 2 is always trying to grow. You have to always educate yourself to be better. You can't just think that I'm okay the way I am now. You have to always think that there's better. You can dig inside yourself to be better than you are at the moment. Always motivated. Always inspired to be better within yourself. And those are some of the key. And as I say, reliable. You have to be reliable. You have to be reliable. And keen and respectful of each another around you, and also respectful of your clientele base and what they would like, what they wouldn't like, and what they aspire to want to have. You understand what I mean? And those are the HD ways.
So what would you say are your top 3 cars?
My top 3 cars?
Yes.
Listen, I don't know how much air I'm gonna have to cut for this one. But I see the Lamborghini Urus right now.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm not saying I'm gonna try to get one today, tomorrow, or next week. No. Price ain't going nowhere. I'm just thinking. I drove in it a few times, because a few of my clients, they got this car, and the first one I actually experience was Antonio Rudiger. It's got a nice red one. And since I saw this car and I drove in it and I heard it, I'm like, this car is the car, you know. And you know, maybe one day I'll cut enough here, you know, maybe in the next couple 10 years, 20 years, that I can drive one, you know. You know, I like the G-Wagon, you know, they're nice. And of course, I'm a Mercedes lover. I like everything that Mercedes do.
That's why we're here in the Merc today.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
Come with the right car.
I love a Mercedes, you know. I love the way it's designed and engineered. I just love everything about it. It's very comfortable.
You know, Jamaicans
buy me a Merc, you know. Benz and Bimmer, you know.
But there's certain car a Jamaican wouldn't drive. You remember back in the day, you said you're never going to drive a Ford.
No, it's true. That's true. And I don't know what it is with Ford, but I see some nice Ford cars out there. Respect to Ford, but I don't know what it is with Jamaicans and Ford. But the Jamaicans just tend to like Mercedes and BMW. So I must say those are some of my top cars.
HD.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming for this drive with me.
No, man, it's a pleasure, man.
Yeah, thanks for
it was a great trip. I learned so much today, you know what I mean? I get to see London like I never seen it before, than me running around cutting here day in, day out,
you know. A little chill time just to talk through.
This felt like vacation for me because I never really get time like this.
Well, this is, you know what, I'm blessed, I'm honoured that, you know, we could spend this time together. And I could take you out of the shop. Just take you for a cruise through London.
No, it's a pleasure, man.
We'll do it again, definitely.
No, definitely, man. And it was a pleasure being here, man. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you very much.
All right. Nice, man. Respect, boss,
man.